Everybody, beautiful sunny day here in Richmond. Just wanted to get on here and send, I think, a message that's quite important for people that are considering buying a ski property. We've had a lot of inquiries recently where people are kind of considering delaying until next year, and whilst I've put this message on Instagram before, but I think it's an important message for people that are considering buying a ski property. There's obviously a lot of delay for people that go, okay, we'll wait till next year, it's the summer season, maybe their finances aren't in order, so I understand that from that point of view. But one of the most important things is that the ski property is appreciating year on year. Every report that comes out is anywhere between 1% and maybe up to 8% appreciation year on year for the ski properties. We've had some information about some ski properties in Maribel that are selling at a huge rate. This is the same for most developments around France. If they're in good locations, then every time a new development comes in, the price per square metre is being pushed up. So waiting till next year just means that you're going to pay more money for the same property that you would this year. It's going to be more affordable, it's going to be more expensive, so less affordable. My advice to anyone that is seriously considering buying a ski property is to look into developments now that are off plan. Then you can lock in the rate of the property, and then by the time you are ready to pay, whether it's an 18-month build or something along those lines, you pay in stage payments, and then obviously when you get to the other side, you're not paying more, and then the property will appreciate the time that you own it. So even if you get to the other end and you think, okay, I didn't want this investment, you can then sell it or keep it, but then obviously the property price would have appreciated. So with a lot of the French developments, it's important that you understand that the developments get a GFA certificate. That GFA certificate is issued as an insurance to build once 50% of the property has been sold, value. You can speak to any lawyer about this anyway to protect your rights as a buyer. And I think then the important thing is that you also get to choose sometimes the better units in the development if you're buying into it early. So it's a bit of a win-win for buyers. So just on this point, and it's not to try and increase sales, it's just to try and give advice to people that if you are going to wait till next year, you're inevitably going to pay more money for a property that you would this year. And obviously from an off-plan development point of view, it might be an idea just to lock in a property now and then pay through the stage payments. Financially, that's not a bad thing to do anyway, so you're not paying all in once. And then when you're ready, you have a property that would have appreciated over the last 2 years and a brand new property to move into. Just some advice for you. There are loads of new developments around at the moment in lots of obviously different areas. So we can help with that. There's 9,000 ski properties on Snow Only, so feel free to have a look. But if you have any questions, please feel free to send them in to mark@snowonly.com. I will be happy to have a consultation with anyone and advise the best thing to do and the best areas. Speaking to some agents recently, even as I mentioned before, places that are, let's say, satellite villages that work into the high resorts, they're still looking at 6, 7, 8,000 euros a square metre. So we know that everything's going up. Obviously there's always discussion with people around climate change, etc., but the mountains has always been a destination that people want to be. The values are, there's escapism there, it's you get to breathe fresh air, the water's always clean, it's very natural, and people kind of want to be there. So I don't think there's ever been a problem with demand. It's more stock really, especially this season when the snow was good. So anyway, that's my advice for today. If you are seriously considering buying a ski property, best to look at some off-plan properties and buying early and then go through the phase, rather than just holding and waiting till next year, where you're going to pay more for your ski property than you did this year or previous years. So why wait? Act now. And if you need some advice, and we can send you some properties that match your criteria, or at least start the process to look. Summer is a really good time to have a look at properties. Allows you to go over there and see the property as it is, instead of not covered in snow, and find the locations. It's sometimes a little bit easier to view properties in the summer than it is in the winter. Anyway, that's my take for today. Hope you have a good one. Take care. Bye.